Hello everyone, welcome to the first Paladins gameplay commentary that I'm going to be doing. Hopefully first of many. I started recording my games so that I could play them back and watch over it again to look at the mistakes I was making so that, I wouldn't make the same mistakes the next time I played. Sort of an effort to get better in the game, maybe eventually reach Master and Grandmaster levels. So to start off, I didn't really include anything from the drafting stage. Everyone pretty much just picked whatever they wanted and went with that. We have a pretty decent team. Ash, Nando, Zhin, Damba, Shaolin. The Willow pick on the other side seems like easy prey for me. So hopefully you can capitalize on that to make sure that they're not able to deal the damage. So I re-picked my talent there to show off my cards. I think it's pretty similar for most people. I guess the only point of contention would be the fifth card. I chose the one that gives you 10% movement speed after you get a kill. And I've found that it's really useful when you start tearing through people, getting those double kills, those triple kills. It really helps you lock down on the kills. So I start off deciding to flank left side, peeking a little bit to make sure that Moji's not coming in. Here, as I go around, I'm listening for them, and I hear the flutter of Willow's wings, so I go in for the kill. I got a lucky kill on Inara there, not sure how. Seemed to have gone through the little bridge on the top. Now here I'm standing on the point because no one else seems to be standing on the point. I was just waiting for someone else to come in so that I could leave it. The little flurry of shots that I gave over there was just to make sure that no one peeks the little corner over there. So I see Saris over there and I chase. And right there, when Ruckus walked by, I could have dismounted him. But I chose to hold off so that I could get a good flank on them and come in from the behind. This was a big mistake that I made. So I heard Ruckus coming towards me, and I waited there to heal up in order to fight him one-on-one. That was a very bad decision from my part to try and 1v1 a Ruckus, which ended up in my death. But we ended up getting the point, so in the end it wasn't too bad of a mistake. So I try calling out for the retreat over there because I see Nando alone, and I'm hesitant to go in. But as soon as he pulls his shield up, I see that he's relatively safe. So I decide to go in for the flank. So I made a mistake here. I heard Saris going behind me, and I should have followed through on that. I just wasn't sure where he was going to end up. Yeah, I died there. There were loads of things I could have done differently. I could have waited to heal up before engaging. I could have gone around from the back or from the side instead of attacking in from the front. And that unfortunately led us to 3 more deaths. So I'm waiting here while I'm waiting for my team to respawn. There's no point engaging in right now. So here I see Ruckus got out of position. Shaolin and I are beating down on him, so we were able to take him down despite the healing from Saris. So it's looking good for us at this point. We've got 3 of them down on the enemy team. We can lock down on, like, So I chased this Moji down in order to stagger them out some more. I don't know how I missed the shot on Willow over there. I ended up getting killed because of that, because I had to stay like half a second longer to confirm the kill. I ended up getting caught by Nara.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
So it seems unlikely that we're gonna get the position here. Yeah, those tanks just got melted. So I decided to just turn tail and run. Don't want to give them any more credits. I managed to confirm the kill on Moji over there. We'll overextend a little bit. So it turned out we lost we lost that push there right at the end because of dead zone. Both the tanks got caught up in the dead zone, and Maldamba couldn't do anything about it. So it turns out cripple plus dead zone, the cripple from Inara plus dead zone is really strong.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds.
So I asked my team, don't stick together anymore. Make sure the tanks are relatively spread out, so that we don't get caught in that trap again. I was 100 credits off here from Cauterize 3. I was tempted to buy something else, but I really wanted to get that Cauterize 3 online. So here I heard Willow ulti, and I see him going up like that in some kind of attempt to flank. So I made the most of it and tried to flank. But despite my attempt, I think I missed way too many of my shots on Willow over there. I think I missed like 3 or 4, and because of that, she ended up killing both our tanks. So pretty big, costly mistake from my end. So I see Ashe ulting on point, which is why I was more confident in being able to ulti Ruckus over there, because I knew Ashe would have the point secured, maybe trigger the overtime.
Killing spree. 2 kills at the same time.
So I know they're all in the left side there. I hear Willow coming up. Oh, this Inara made a huge mistake over here. She sort of just walked past me even though she knew I was there because she wanted to touch the point, and that just let me like rip into her, which was just probably a big mistake. So over there you really see that movement speed that you get from kills helping out. The kill I secured on Inara first gave me movement speed that sort of snowballed as I got the other kills as well. So Moji ran after me because I was low, but fortunately I had the Damba on me to make sure I could stay in that fight. Right there was an instance of where Zhin's huge hitbox failed me. So I finish up Cauterize 3, and the movement speed, I've been really feeling it. It's been helping me get around a lot. So I decided to just maximize that potential and go in for the nimble. Great ulti from Nando there, countering the Ruckus ulti. And because I was assured of my team's survival because of the Nando ulti, I flanked around from the back, and I picked off the Ruckus and the Inara, and I tried to ulti the Moji to secure the kill. Because I thought that Willow was dead. That was a mistake from my part. I should have checked the top right of the screen to confirm that Willow was dead before using my ulti like that. A more smart option would have been to just disengage from there. But in the end, it didn't turn out to be too awful. I retreat over here because I was outnumbered 3-1. Heal up. We have 30 seconds. We do have the chance to take this. So unfortunately, I didn't confirm the kill on Moji over there. She was at like 1 health. So I do this thing. This is the second time I've done this where I see Willow from across, and then I use Whirlwind to close the gap on them.
You are not welcome here.
4, 3, 2.
So yeah, it was probably a mistake from Inar to not focus me down. It seemed like she was relying too much on Ceres's healing back then, but since I knew I had Quadrise 3 online, I decided to just focus down the Inara and then switch over to the Ceres once the Inara was down, because I knew that Ceres would just be trying to heal up the Inara, and she wouldn't be shooting any of us, because she'd just be trying to spam heal the Inara to stay alive. So I noticed that none of them have Cauterized 3 yet, and both Willow and Ruckus has Wrecker, which is why I decided to go kill Tahir. Also, I was stacking up the kills quite a lot, so I figured the kill to heal would give me the survivability I needed. So I see my entire team died over there, so I make the call to retreat and back up, wait for my team to come back. But they do have the catch-up mechanic, and Nando already got dismounted. I'm not optimistic about taking the point here, but I go in anyways. Now here I made a huge mistake. Instead of okay, a lot of stuff happened there. A lot of stuff happened there. Yeah. So the first mistake I made over there was to preemptively use my billow to get onto the point instead of just securing the kill on Ceres and then getting on the point. If I had done that, maybe we would have had a better opportunity. On top of that, the 3 ults from Ceres, Inara, and Ruckus just melted us. So right there, I reloaded when I had 2 shots still left. I have this bad habit of reloading unnecessarily. So that's something to keep in mind. Unnecessary reloading. Try and avoid that. So it's looking good here. I see that Inara jumped on Ashe and Shalin solo, so I decided to let them handle the Inara and then go in for the flank from behind. I see Inara low, secure the kill on that. Follow up on the Ceres. So unlike last time I tried to 1v1 Ruckus, I was able to get him this time because of how low his health was when 1v1 started. So I see that Ceres was caught out of position there, which is why I followed through on her. We burned a couple of ultis there.
Two kills at the same time.
the Nando and the Ashe ulti.
That's a Kudama
We
Bim.
definitely could have saved that without bringing those ults, but it's easy to understand what happened over there. They hear the ruckus ulti going
15
off,
seconds
and both of
remaining.
them at the same time. They just instinctively just ulti
10,
to secure that.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
That was pretty low, so I decided to wait for my out of combat regen to kick in. So I missed all of my shots there. I'm sure I could have gotten a couple of shots in.
I'm on my way.
I just barely managed to get that kill in. Though that was probably a mistake from my part. I made mistakes in that encounter in terms of ammo management and when I decided to engage, and of course I missed like so many of my shots. So. We managed to secure the point over there, surprisingly. I thought they just messed up and they all stepped off the point at the same time, but it turns out that Ashe had knocked them back. Solid knockback over there.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds.
Ceres wasted her ult at that point as well. So we are sitting at a pretty good advantage right now.
5, 4, 3, 2.
If I can secure the flank on Willow right at the start, then that'll definitely give us this point. Or for so here Ashe decided to dismount early, if you noticed that, which is a huge mistake. You never want to dismount that early, especially when you're going for the big flank like that. So I made a mistake here because I ulted Willow despite Ruckus being at my back. If you have good communication with your team, then you can afford to make choices like that because you know your team has your back. But in such cases, it's probably ill-advised to leave your back against the enemy. So, just cleaning up over here. Good ult by Nando over there to counter the Ruckus ulti. I'm just making sure. Oh, that's a victory right there. It was a decent game. I made a few big blunders that led to a few unnecessary deaths. I'm sure if I didn't make those mistakes, I would have had far fewer deaths. Top play, not bad. It was one of the triple kills I got. And it really showed how that 10% move speed that you get per kill, how well it shines. 38, 815, 132k damage. Pretty decent. Of course, it's worth noting that the other team wasn't really that strong. The Agony Ceres was a bit lackluster, 75k healing. It's clear that his team is not happy about that choice. Asking for asking the others to report the Ceres. So that was my first game that I will upload. Hopefully it was interesting and somewhat helpful. I'd appreciate any feedback that anybody has, so let me know. And if you want, I can continue to make these. I'll need to get better at deciding when I want to speak and what I want to speak about. I apologize for any rambling that I might have done during the commentary. So, apart from that, thank you for watching. Bye.